Following last year's power outage on Christmas Eve, some are wondering if that could be an issue for us again this winter.
It is also one of the reasons why House Speaker Merle Smith formed a committee to discuss energy in our state. News 19's Sam Perez has the story.
Very, very cold.
That's how Sumter resident Quessa Isaac remembers Christmas Eve last year when her power went out.
It was very hard because, it's time for the holidays. Families are getting ready to get together and boom, electric is gone, so it puts a pause on everything.
This past Christmas Eve, it taught us a lot of lessons.
Bob Pauling is the president and CEO of Mid-Carolina Electric Cooperative. He's working to educate the community about the need for more power generation.
But the problem we have here in South Carolina is all of our natural gas pipelines are fully subscribed. In other words, we can't pack any more gas in those pipelines.
In South Carolina, our energy comes from a variety of different sources. It's a three-step process to actually using that energy: generation, transmission, and distribution. Pauling says with the population steadily increasing as people move to South Carolina, we need to be generating more power. When it comes to improving distribution, USC professor Adel Nasiri says,
Since we have all these increasing natural disasters, we are going to have more and more issues.
Which is why Nasiri says he thinks it's important to put effort toward figuring out when weather like hurricanes might impact power lines. All of these suggestions are what lawmakers are listening to on the Economic and Utility Modernization Ad Hoc Committee, which Representative Russell Ott is serving on. While the committee is working to make sure the state has enough power looking to the future, Ott agrees with Pauling and Nasiri that, for this winter at least, there is not a big risk of rolling blackouts.
I want to make sure everyone understands that, everything looks great for the winter months. We should have no problem whatsoever about making sure that everyone has the electricity that they need, as well as our businesses across the state. And we're going to continue to work on plans to make sure that that is the case for a very long time in the future.
Sam Perez, News 19, WLTX.
Well, that committee is planning to meet periodically before the start of the season to think of ways to increase power generation across the state.
We reached out to local energy providers for tips on saving money on your power bills during the winter, and here's what they told us. Dominion and Duke Energy say you should leave your blinds open during the day for natural heating. You can also switch ceiling fans to clockwise so it pulls warm air up and helps circulate it. They also recommend turning your thermostat down while you're not home to reduce heating expenses.